All right, welcome to LeanWire. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 AI writers currently in November of 2022. So of course, this can change as tools develop, as I use the tools more and new tools come to the market. I could be making a different change, but I think that you'll be surprised at a couple of these that I put on my top 5. But remember, we want to look at this right here, what I put in right here. The keyword is my, right? This is my top 5 AI writers. It doesn't mean that it's not yours or not everybody else's. This is just my own opinion. A lot of you guys ask my opinion. I'm telling you right now which top 5 that I would choose. A lot of things go into consideration. It's pricing, it's customer support, it's how much I think the tool will be around in the next year or two. Just a bunch of different factors. And then a couple of them I can completely prove to you and show you proof. So you want to stick around to the entire video because I'm going to show you proof of the rankings that I have created and maintained after all these Google algorithm updates the last couple of months, including the Google helpful content update that was released in the end of August, I believe. And my content is holding strong all the way through that. So that answers the question that does AI, I get this question, probably the most common on my channel. Does AI content rank? Absolutely it does. If it's helpful to the reader, then it doesn't matter where the content came from. It doesn't matter if you outsourced it and had someone write it fresh. It doesn't matter if you used AI writing or if you wrote it yourself. Doesn't matter if you hired someone on Fiverr for that matter. If it's helpful content organized in a nice structure and it answers the question at hand, then it can rank, right? So I hope that that really helps you. But again, the keyword is my. So just because your AI writer is not on my list right now, or even on my notable list that I'm going to put at the end of the AI softwares that I'm not including in my top 5, but I still want to mention them. It doesn't mean I don't like them or that, and it's not personal. So just don't take this personal that I don't put your AI writer software of choice on my list. If you want to create your own top 5 AI writer list, then be my guest, go out and make your own video and so forth. All right. So just wanted to clear that up. Let's get in with the content. All right, so number 5 on my top 5 list, I had to include Word Hero because it's, and also just so you know, it's still available on AppSumo. I will leave links to at least the top 5. I'll leave links to in the video description right below if you want to go and check out any of these softwares. But the reason why I'm putting this as in my top 5, it does rank in number 5, but it's you get unlimited content. And it's easy to use this software. It's extremely easy. A beginner can pick this software up and start using it. They have 75 writing modules currently. I just counted them this morning. That's a lot of modules that you can go out and use for short form content. They have a lot. They even have recipes. You can go and the software creates recipes that you could go out and actually create a food blog. That was a question probably a year ago. The answer to this question would probably be no, but today it's not. Can you build a food blog using AI? And like I said, a year ago, I think that the answer was no, but I think that from what I've seen, I've used Word Hero to get recipes and I've used them in sync with other AI writers. You can actually get some pretty good recipes by just putting in a keyword into Word Hero. Then you could use AI software to create your image graphic, because that's going to be the hardest thing, is coming up with, well, those are the 2 barriers, right? Is for a blog, a food blog, is coming up with the organic recipe that you're not copying from someone else, and then also coming up with the unique images. And if you don't want to cook all this stuff yourself, then you can actually let AI come up with the images for you. And I've actually tested this and it works. So Word Hero, and then their long form editor, I really like it. It was always one of my favorites because it's just so simplistic. It has like a rocket button. You highlight text, you just push rocket, and then it goes and creates a full blown paragraph, and it produces a lot of content. based on what you highlight. So if you have an H2 tag, you highlight it and then just push the rocket button and it creates a bunch of content around that. It sticks, it stays on topic. It's really easy to have all your content laid out in your outline, and then you can let Word Hero go and fill in all the gaps, and it stays within the topic, within the H2 topic inside the long form editor really, really well. So just a really good software. Now, some of the cons with this one is that it may not have the highest quality output. It depends on what you're writing. Some topics, and maybe they're even complex or technical topics, it will handle, but others it won't. So you just want to be careful. Sometimes it can produce duplicate content. I mean, not duplicate content, but it can produce a paragraph of text and then later on produce that same kind of text. So you want to, watch the content. This is definitely not a software where you just want to push the button, enter, and then just go publish your content. You really want to make sure that you're editing. So I should have put that one in here. You're probably going to do a little bit more editing using the software, but again, you can get really good quality content and you can get content that will rank as well. So long form editor is slow. That's one of the things that I don't like about it, is that I would probably use the software more, but as you're writing in the editor, when you push the rocket button and it's going to go out and write, it writes in front of you, but it's just really slow. You can just see the text coming out and then it's just really slow. So that is one of the things I don't like about it. But at the end of the day, you're getting unlimited content, and that's just one thing that you'll have to come to grips with, that it is not the fastest processing for that. And it may not have the largest support team or financial backing, meaning that, I'm not part of the Facebook group or anything like that. I know a lot of you probably will be, and you can chime in the comments below. They probably have a really good owner of the software, possibly, but I haven't been involved with the Facebook group or the community or anything like that. But I do get the sense that it's not like a big team behind Word Hero, like there's a huge team or anything. You get the sense that it's a very small team. So that's just a little bit higher risk, I think, in the longevity of Word Hero. We really are yet to see how long and Word Hero will be around. I know that they've at this point have had to have thousands of customers, thousands of sales. They've made a lot of money being on AppSumo for so long, for many months. I mean, I'm thinking that it's been, upwards of a year now that they've been on the platform. They've got 5-star reviews. Everything's going great, but hopefully the thoughts that come to my head, hopefully they're taking a huge chunk of that money that's coming in to build the infrastructure, build the servers, and continue to develop the software. So Word Hero comes in at number 5, definitely worth picking up. Now, number 4 is Brainwork. So the pros of Brainwork is that it's extremely fast. So it's going to be a little bit of the opposite of Word Hero, but it is going to have different things about it that you can't just pick one over the other, because Brainwork does not have 75 plus modules. It doesn't have short form content. It doesn't have where you can create Facebook ads or do recipes and things like that. This Brainwork is solely for long form blog content, right? So if that's the only thing that you do and use content for, then Brainwork would be a great tool for you. It was one of my favorites, if not my favorite AI writer that came to AppSumo in 2022. So Brainwork is definitely worth picking up. Like I said, extremely fast, easy to use, really easy to pick up and use for a beginner. One of the best content workflows that I've seen in an AI writer, and that's period, including Jasper, Copy AI, all those, is that you're able to just put in a keyword and then it will spit out a title for you. It'll spit out an outline, and then it literally, you just highlight, sort of like Word Hero. You highlight the text and then you push enter, and then it literally stays on topic and writes the content right underneath the H2. And that was one of the reasons that I left Jasper, is because you have to put in a bunch of different hashtag codes to block it from going below and going above. And you have to use all these different short codes and everything just to get the AI writer to do what you want. And I like these other tools that actually build that into the coding itself, where it's a lot more user friendly. And that's really what I would kind of sum that up to. Brainwork is perfect. It had one of the best user interfaces, very fast. stays on topic, and it gives out really good content as well. Definitely with this one, you still want to edit and make sure that you're looking at the content that it's producing. But this one is definitely one of my favorites. It definitely focuses on long form blog posts. Easy. One of my other favorite features of this one is that it's you can easily insert images into your posts. So once your post is created, you're able to go in and just push insert image, and then a whole module comes up, and they're connected to, I think, what is it, Unsplash, something like that. And you're able to go and just type in a keyword, find an image, and then boom, it will insert it in very quickly into your posts. So that was something that none of the other softwares on AppSumo, for that matter, came up with. So just really, really cool stuff. Also, they have a really good backing. Their owner, I believe, is an actual coder as well. They continue to get updates out. They like every week I'm getting emails for Brainwork's new updates and so forth. So Brainwork, definitely a tool to go pick up. And stay tuned. I'm just going to say, think Black Friday. I'll be coming out with a video. I can't give any more information about that, but just stay tuned for more Brainwork content coming from LeanWire in the coming week. So cons: may not handle complex topics, similar to Word Hero. Not a lot of customization for writing your posts, meaning no modules to get specifically the output you're looking for. So as you're writing, and if you're not able to kind of hone in on exactly what you want to write, there's no way to kind of pull up a blog paragraph module so that you can specifically tell it exactly what you want it to write. In some softwares, when you do that, you actually get better content, especially when you're writing something a little bit more on the complex or technical side. Those modules are really helpful. You're going to get things like that in ScaleNut and so forth. This one does not have that, but and then the last is that there's a lower AI word count limit. Of course, compared to Creator or Word Hero, you're not getting the unlimited content. I think that there's a reason for that. I think that the interface, the workflow, the content kind of speaks for itself. But it's I think that they're pretty generous. I think I got the tier 2 100,000 words per month plan when it was on AppSumo, and that is just good enough for me. I don't even think I've ever even used 100,000 words in a month with Brainwork, because I use so many different AI softwares anyway. So it's not really an issue for me. And you kind of have to kind of go with that. If you're an AppSumo regular, you're not going to come and use one of these softwares and then that's the only software you ever use, right? You're going to the next great AI software that comes out. You're probably going to pick up a copy of it, and now you're going to have multiple AI softwares that you can go in at tier 1 or tier 2, and then you can kind of use both of them. Pick your favorite one, use that, and then if you use all the content in that, then you'll just slide over and use your other copy of another software, right? So it's really not that big of a deal. You can't go in at tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 on every software. You'll be spending a fortune on AppSumo. So I think that you all understand that. So overall, Brainwork, awesome software. One of my favorites out of all. I probably reviewed 100 softwares in 2022. Brainwork is definitely one of my favorite softwares that I reviewed. So the next, number 3, this is a newer software that's come to the market, and a newer software that I introduced to you guys about maybe 3 weeks or a month ago. This is Chibi AI. Now, Chibi AI is a really, really unique software. If you ask me what the most unique AI writer software on the entire market, including Jasper, including ScaleNut, including Copy AI, including all these awesome softwares, Chibi AI is a very small startup platform. They don't have this team of 50 to 100 employees like Jasper does. They probably only have a handful of people, developers, and their manager of the software, their creator of the software, and then their small development team. And that's pretty much what they've got. But Chibi AI definitely stands out. And the pros are that you get a high level of customization with this tool, the most I have seen in any tool. Now, the Chad is the owner of the software and creator and kind of brains behind the software. He was really big on Shortly AI and, Conversion AI, Jarvis and Jasper, right? And he really loved those tools, but they still were lacking things that he thought he could take these to the next level. So he went out and made it happen and created his own software. And Chibi AI, if you ever get a chance, I'll leave a link below. You can go sign up. I believe you can sign up for a free trial. They have plans as low as $10 a month for 10,000 words. They have really good pricing plans for everywhere that you're at, for everybody. And this tool, if you learn it, is going to be one of the most unique. And this tool has the chance to go as far as it wants to go. So you can, I kind of have a typo right there, but you can write your own modules, right? Or you can ask the software to do whatever you want. So if you want to get really hands-on and customize what you're doing with AI, or if you're in a unique niche that the other AI writers are just having a really hard time with, you can actually spend time in Chibi and you'll be able to create, get the AI to start writing the way, the tone that you want it to, and it'll start familiarizing itself with your content of topic. And as you do that, the AI, Chibi, actually learns your writing style and your needs better in your account. So it's really, really cool. Another thing that I didn't even put on here that's a pro is that there's no toxicity, blocking, if you will. So basically, if you have sensitive content that you're writing about that does get filtered out and censored, that's the right word. So there's no censoring of content in Chibi AI, whereas most of the other AI softwares have some level of censorship. So that's another huge reason to go to Chibi AI if you're writing on, if you can't talk about, God or religion or anything like that, and they actually kind of block that stuff. Chibi AI does not do that. So that's a huge separator from Chibi AI as well. There's tons of features that no other tool has, not even Jasper. There's mobile cut. You can highlight all the text. You can push one button and then it will split everything up into like bite-sized chunks of text. That's just one of like probably 50 tools that they have built in there that you won't see in any other software. So it's really cutting edge, really awesome stuff. I have to put them in the top 5. It's fast and it's different and it's well supported. This is like what Chad and his team do on a daily basis, is make this tool better. And they have an amazing community. I didn't even put that on here. I could just keep going on the pros. They have an amazing community. It's hosted on Mighty Networks. So one of the best, hosting of a community that you can have online. So you'll ask a question, you're going to get support that day. You're going to get chat support. You're going to get the rest of the community reaching out. If there's something you want to do with AI, all you have to do is ask the community, and then they're all going to jump in and give you great ideas and such. So the cons, there is going to be a learning curve. There's more of a learning curve with using Chibi AI than there is with any other. And that's just, and I've been in conversations with Chad and everything, just a really great guy. But at the end of the day, when you compare this to all the other softwares, there's more of a learning curve with Chibi AI. I think it has one of the highest ceilings of what it can do than any other tool in the market, but there is a learning curve. So you have to be able to be willing to take the time to get to know the tool, learn all the different things about the tool, and then you're going to be on your way to creating great content. Perhaps not for beginners. Just wanted to throw that one in there. There's no wizard, not like many other tools that you put a keyword in and push a button and have a blog post, right? They're considering putting in a type of wizard, but they intentionally don't have that because that's not the tool that they wanted to create, was putting in a keyword and then letting AI build 100% of your content for you. And then you go in and you should be editing your content from there anyways. Chibi is more of a, like, you're really going to work with the AI. I think he coined the term, the AI dance. And that means that you're going to write half a sentence and then you're going to push write, and then Chibi's going to finish your thoughts and then add a couple more sentences, and then you're going to keep going back and forth with AI, and you're going to build content together, right? But I think a lot of us are building blog posts on topics that we have no idea about the topic, right? We're writers and things like that. You might go into a more niche blog creators as well, right? So we might go into a topic that we don't even know how to write about anyway. So we're going to need a lot of help from the AI. And so we'll see what comes with that, if they're going to get a wizard or not, but they don't have that as well. But Chibi definitely stands out in my mind and is definitely a top 5. All right, let's go to the next. I don't think that the next two are going to be surprising to you guys if you've been watching my content, but Copy AI is number 2. And these are ranked from, 5, number 2 being the second best that I would use. And then the next one, number 1, would be my number 1 choice right now. I get these questions all the time, right? What's my favorite AI writer, things like that. So Copy AI is definitely up there, and it's almost a close tie with number 1. But I'm going to just barely give the edge to the number 1. So stick around to see what the number 1 is. But Copy AI, the pros, well supported, well funded. I think they get they get millions of visitors a month to their website. It's one of the biggest, probably highest money generating AI writers on the market today. This is going to be probably its number 1 competitor is going to be Jasper, and it does a lot of things. It's definitely different than Jasper in the way that it works and everything, but they stand out because they have like 100 modules. So when you're looking at like Word Hero that has 75 modules, well, Copy AI has 100 or more, and they've had that for a really long time. They're well funded, like I said, extremely fast. The software just works. I've never had one issue in there. When you're inside the software and you're using it, you know that you're using one of the best. One-click auto blog post generator that is super fast. It's ridiculous, and it has writing points or talking points. So it's taking what the other like Word Hero would do or something like that, or Brainwork. It's taking like your outline, and then it goes out and does specific research for just that one H2 heading, and then it comes up with all kinds of different talking points below that. And then it takes the next H2, and then it comes up with all the different talking points that it's going to be very specific to that H2. And you get to see all that before you push the enter button for it to go out and create your blog post. It's fascinating to use the software, really, really fun, and it's extremely fast. Proven content that ranks and stays in Google. Watch the next slide because I'll show you proof that this content ranks. Cons, not the best write more button. I haven't really done a whole lot of testing with it, but it doesn't really have like the write more button like a lot of the other softwares that you would expect with AI. After you spit out the content and you go back into the editor, you can push like the tab button and write more next to different things, but it doesn't have like a whole lot of customization. Now I do keep up with their content and their YouTube videos and things. They are coming up with more customizations in the editor. After the initial blog post is created, you're going to be able to do a lot more, and that's coming down the pipeline. But for now, it doesn't have a whole lot of the, customizations and things like that. If you want to do the AI dance and write some, then let AI finish your thoughts or sentence. Copy AI is not for you. Jasper, Word Hero, or Chibi are best for this. It's not really one of those. It's more of you click a button and then the blog post is created. And then you can go in there and start, adjusting and editing. But like where Jasper stands out, or Chibi, you're going to be able to type and then push a button, and it's going to finish your sentence, and then you're going to be able to type some more and then finish the sentence, right? So that's Copy AI. Let's go to the next slide because I'm going to show you Copy AI current content ranking proof. Now look at this slide right over here. So I actually use SERP Robot to track all my keywords because it's well organized, and you can put filters on here of different things like 2,000 word articles right here. I need to clean this up because some of this is not really relevant anymore. But you can see I have Neuron Writer, things that I've fixed in Neuron Writer, and you can measure results. So I like SERP Robot because I'm able to measure my results very quickly. And you can see right over here, Copy AI, I'm filtered out by Copy AI, and you can see by the arrow, I'm not going to share my keywords or anything like that, but you can see we're currently ranked as of November 16th, that's today, November 16th today, we are ranked number 4 for a keyword term that gets 140 global search volume. And then we're ranked number 6 for a keyword that gets 210 global search volume. And then we're ranked over here at number 10, and we've been at number 5 for a keyword that gets 10 search volume as well. Now these were written completely in Copy AI, pushed a button, And I just to prove to you that this content ranks, and it's these, I've held these rankings. I should have taken another screenshot to show you below that these rankings have been there for a month, 2 months, 3 months. And just to show you that the content does rank and stick. And I did this kind of deliberately without even going and reading the content, editing it. I always tell you guys, go edit your content, but just for fun, just to show the quality of content, or at least the quality in Google's eyes of the content that gets spit out by Copy AI without me doing anything to it. I didn't edit it. I didn't put it in Neuron Writer, did nothing. I just pushed create blog post. I took that and I pasted it in my blog, and I have content that's ranking. I am going to be, I'm thinking of doing a test where I'm going to go and create 10 AI articles per day for an entire month and put 200 fresh AI written pieces of content on my website. And then I'm going to come back with a whole case study and update for you guys. And I'll be using Copy AI, and I'll be using the next software on my list. So there you go right there. Let's go to the next one right here. Number 1 is ScaleNut. ScaleNut's new to me. I've only been using it for a couple months now, but it quickly became my favorite AI writer out of all of the ones that I've ever tried. And I've been with Jasper, paid months and months. I think I paid for 6 months of Jasper when they first came out with their unlimited mode. So that's $100 a month. I paid for at least $600 worth of their software using it and everything. I've used, I have Copy AI I pay monthly for. I have Brainwork. I have Word Hero. I have a Writer. I have all kinds of AI software. And this one, it just absolutely is if you asked me what AI writer literally takes steroids, it would be ScaleNut. ScaleNut takes steroids. It literally is unbelievable what this software can do. It does everything that you can think of. So let's go over the pros. It's well supported, well funded. It's extremely fast. So I missed this. I think it was on AppSumo, right? Some of you are on lifetime deals with this thing. They have just taken this and crushed it right now. It has the most insane, like I said, like on steroids, long form content creator called Cruise Mode. And it uses Similar. And think about it. Why are Copy AI and ScaleNut, all my content is ranking when I create it with those two softwares? Because it has this writing point, talking point. They have a step where they tell you what your outline, you build an outline. And then when they go, before they go and create the content, they go out and find all these, they kind of create miniature articles inside of each H2. It's brilliant. It's exactly what I would want if I was building my tool, because that's what you're going to do when you go out and research a topic and write it yourself. You're going to go out to Google on an H2, and you're going to go and find all the different things you need to talk about that H2 subject, right? And this software does it for you automatically. So does Copy AI. So these writing points and talking points are what help this software answer everything about the question that people would be wondering, and that it also keeps it to stay on topic, right? And create these massive 2,000, 3,000 word blog posts very quickly and still stay on subject, right? And it prevents it from repeating itself because it has a really nice roadmap for what it needs to write. Okay. So just incredible go. Right now you can go, just type in ScaleNut on my search, go to LearnWire, go to videos, and then go search and just type in ScaleNut. I've probably made at least 5 videos about doing tutorials on ScaleNut, and I'm going to continue making more. So you can do the AI dance and use the software in any way you want as well. There's a full-blown editor after the content is created where you can push the write more button, and it has all kinds of prompts, and it's just the most elaborate. It's like they didn't leave anything out on this tool. It's unbelievable. They use NLP terms as well, which is awesome. They have a keyword clustering research function. So technically speaking, if you didn't have another keyword research tool, you could use ScaleNut for your entire SEO. You could use it for keyword research because they have the keyword clustering, and I'm big on keyword clustering as the keyword research method today that works. So you don't create 10 different articles on the same topic. You put all those into one piece of content, and then you rank for all 10 of those keywords. Okay. So it has everything. It has really, really good keyword research as well. It has content optimization like Neuron Writer, Surfer, and Phrase, and it has a really good one, and it's really easy to use. The interface and everything, that's one of the big things that I look for when I'm looking for a good AI software is the interface. How easy is it to use? Does it get bogged down? Does it seem like it has bugs? And then like even just simple things like when you scroll down, if the top doesn't float, but you need those menu items, that's poor development, right? They've pretty much thought of all those things with developing the software, and it just works. It's just, you can get content out at scale using ScaleNet. So it's really funny. You can literally scale your content to the highest level, and it really makes sense that they put scale. I don't know what nut means, but scale is definitely part of what they do because you can scale your content as high as you need to go. Truly has it all. It really does. Proven content that ranks. Watch my next slide. The cons, not the best write more button. I'm not really sure if I put that in the other slide. Let me see. Not the best write more button. Yeah, so that's not actually true because ScaleNet does have a good write more button. So ignore that one right there. But if you want to do the AI dance and write, okay, so this slide for some reason got duplicated on the cons part. I'm going to block all this out because those are not. So really, I'm just trying to think of the cons off of the cusp. So, I mean, just right off the top of my head, cons, I can't think of a whole lot. And that's just me being completely honest with you. That's why it's ranked number one. If I was going to think for a con for many of you, it would probably be just pricing. This is a paid monthly tool. So on my list of the top 5, we had Brainwork and Word Hero. I have those two. I don't have to pay monthly for. Chibi, you do have to pay monthly for, but it's not too expensive. Copy AI and ScaleNet get a little bit more expensive. I still think that they're lower cost than Jasper. And I think ScaleNet really has some amazing pricing. Stick around over the next week. They're running a major, Black Friday sale. So you're going to want to go and sign up. If you go and sign up with my link below, you'll be on the notification list. And then they're going to come out with the biggest sale they've ever come out with. This is the time to really go in and get ScaleNet and go start scaling your content, but not a whole lot of cons to talk about with ScaleNet. All right. So you want to look at some rankings, ScaleNet current content ranking. Look, same thing. I'm in SERP Robot. This is one of my websites. We're over here at ScaleNet, and we're looking at only things, the content that I used ScaleNet to create. And here we go. Look at the rankings. Look at November 16th, November 16th, November 15th. This is current updated. We've got a 3rd place ranking right here. We've got a 6th place ranking right here and an 8th place ranking right here. I've only published a couple articles using ScaleNet, but the content immediately ranks like the next day. And this has been up for like over a month. It's still holding strong. You can see right here, it went up 9 spots from there. It's ranked as high as number 4. And this is the site that I want to do the test on. I want to add 200 articles in 1 month using Copy AI and ScaleNet, and then I want to come back and share results with you guys. So you want to make sure to subscribe to LeanWire so you get that video and that case study. All right, so let's move on real quick. All right, we're going to move on to worthy AI writers that could be in the top 5, but I don't currently use. So Jasper, of course, you can't argue this is the top 3 overall AI writer on the market. It's not for everybody. It really isn't for me right now. I don't really like the style of just pushing a button and having a bunch of text on the page, but then you have to know kind of codes, and it just, I didn't like the workflow with Jasper and so forth. So, but definitely, I'm not going to say that it's not one of the best on the market. So definitely Jasper, and Jasper could be ranked number 1 for a lot of other people would say, oh yeah, well, you definitely Jasper's ranked number 1. But again, these are the tools that I'm using that I'm recommending and so forth. But I wanted to put these ones up here because I think that they're good tools as well. You've got Writer, you've got Longshot AI, you've got Outranking, you've got Creator, and this is back currently on AppSumo, so you can go pick that one up as well. AnyWord, WriteSonic, PepperType. You might have just missed PepperType being back on AppSumo. I don't think it's on anymore. Could be wrong, but I don't think it's not on the platform anymore. They just came back in for like a flash sale. And then there's a lot of other AI writers that I have not even tested yet, so that didn't even make this list right here, because I mean, there's like Copysmith, there's a Copymatic, a bunch come to my mind that I haven't been able to actually test or use, right? But be aware that I am aware of all those. I just haven't gotten the chance to. And when you start finding software like ScaleNet and Copy AI and these other ones that I've listed, you really aren't really in search of that next AI writer, because you have something that's really, really good, and it's gonna, that it's gonna be hard to top that. Okay. All right, so thank you so much. Made it this far in this video. I mean, I tried to go as fast as I could. This is just a big topic and a lot to cover. So I appreciate any of you that made it all the way in this video. It means a lot to me. Make sure to drop a comment saying that, hey, I watched the whole thing, appreciate the video. And then let me know what software that you use, or which one is your favorite, even if it wasn't in the entire presentation. Let me know which one you're using, or if you have any ideas of softwares you want me to take a look at. Make sure to subscribe so you get more content, and so you get an update video when I do come out with that update video on a case study that I want to do about AI content. All right, till next time, take care.